win?
Look, I'm just trying to ditch the cops, okay? I don't really care if you let me in or not.
Mr. Spector will be right with you.
Unfortunately, we only hire from Harvard. And you not only did not go to Harvard Law School, you haven't even gone to any law school.
What if I told you that I consume knowledge like no one you've ever met and I've actually passed the bar?
I'd say you're full of crap.
That's a Barbary legal handbook right there, right? Open it up. Read me something. Anything.
Civil liability associated with agency is based on several factors,
Including the deviation of the agent from his path, the reasonable inference of agency on behalf of the plaintiff, and the nature of the damages themselves.
How did you know that?
In the American TV series Suits, by the director Kevin Bray, the main character Mike is perceived by the public as nearly indigo boy, who in a fantastic way thinks on his feet, as if a guy has been gifted with unlimited talent since his childhood. But if we accept the idea that the cause of Mike's genetic intelligence, the essence of which is a world of cleaners, an average sucker or dingle bell gets a strong excuse, allowing him to continue sitting on his butt on the lowest evolution stage. From the first series, Mike is shown as a bad guy using his advanced intelligence for swindling purposes. Also, Mike and his friend Trevor likes to get high a little bit in his spare time.
Man, I'm serious. I almost got caught today. I've got to stop getting stoned. I've got to get my act together.
Dude, look at me. You can burn bud and still be a success.
You sell pot for a living.
So, the question arises, why does such a smart guy like Mike fiddle around with dope and swindle? Probably Mike is an idiot who successfully plays an intelligent one. Mike is certainly not an idiot. Mike ruins his body because otherwise he cannot think. By the way, this principle, according to which at first a person must be fairly gut-rotten before start doing something useful, is really comprehended in the movie Fight Club. The plot of the film is simple. A main character suffers from depression and insomnia.
For 6 months, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep.
And in order to get rid of his painful sufferings, this character unwittingly creates his alter ego, Tyler, who saves his mind from accumulating emotions, thus enabling him to do useful work. Say, read some books. So Tyler hangs out in his spare time in a fight club. It may seem ugly for a lot of viewers, but it's just a business, need in fact. So, what will happen to students if they have a good time band alongside? In fact, the following will happen. Students, having come to the lectures, will not be able to use their brains and think on their own, and they won't be able to do so, because their mind will be occupied with thoughts, how to slop up, how to get rid of their own crap. As a result, the students will destroy the educational process, will be rude to teachers, and will smoke on campus. But if you allow students to engage in sabotage unpunished, the situation in the country will worsen crucially. If every second individual will let loose his dark side, then the country will immerse in chaos and people will start to degrade rapidly. Then there is a choice to the public, either in their spare time to do vandalism, take drugs, and eventually get onto jail stretcher or under stretcher, or there is another possibility to be engaged in sabotage within the university walls and to ruin your future career. But there is a third option. It's social networks and online communities that are the perfect place where almost everyone has the right to be rude, cheat with impunity, and mock at the representatives of various organizations. You can afford absolutely any maggots. And people engaged in online vandalism are traditionally called trolls. A trolling aim is to provoke internet users on the eruption of various emotions.
Helps me concentrate. Even better than drugs.
And now we shall understand what is the difference between a thin troll and a thick troll. The difference is following. A thin troll, during the next attack towards some internet community, stops trolling and wrecking as soon as he feels sick. He uses the resulting tone for reading smart books or advanced job training. Thick trolls, who are 95% of the internet inhabitants, don't use the resulting tone on purpose, but rather continue to shit bricks on the forums, getting an overdose and subsequent despair, gloom and depression. So Trevor from Suits movie is analogous to that thick troll who has professionally taken up sabotage.
You sell pot for a living.
The main difference between thin and thick troll to find the correct dose and the skill to use the acquired tone profitably. In other words, those students who are not able to stop the eruption of their shit will keep attending lectures as if they serve in jail. They will run out of time to do a home task, so they will not do a home task, and sooner or later they will totally lose the interest in their future profession. Here is university and it receives at the output the loser students concerned only about how to get rid of their crap. They will not be able to work thoroughly, or they will work with off-base motivation only because of the desire, for example, to poison the hotel guests.
Tyler also worked sometimes as a banquet waiter at the luxurious Pressman Hotel. He was the guerrilla terrorist of the food service industry.
Do not watch. I cannot go when you watch.
Apart from seasoning the lobster bisque, he farted on meringue, sneezed on braised endive, and as for the cream of mushroom soup, well...
Go ahead. Tell him.
You get the idea.
In fact, almost everybody around us is engaged in production of completely unnecessary goods and services for a healthy and natural life. Nobody will state that for a healthy and natural life, the production of lingerie is vital. Tons of people are involved in production, logistics, and sales. Such is the human model. If a given individual has a kilo of fixations and negative emotions, he will empty it even though at work or wherever else.